Okay, everybody, how's it going? So, today, right now, I'm going to go through these couple of rolls that I have here that are a 1944D and a 1944S roll. Both the rolls from the same source, same wrapper, um, same year, or from that standpoint, just different mints. Um, and they're both old wrapped rolls, and I want to kind of show them off a little bit before I open them. There's a story behind them. The source that I get these from has been a pretty valuable source over the course of years, and I've opened quite a few things from them. You'll notice the end coins are toned slightly. They're not perfect. They're not spotless. They've got some color to them, some spots to them, and that's the way an old roll should look. You should not open up a roll of coins or look at the end of a roll of coins and expect that you're going to get a coin that looks like this on the end of a roll of anything really from about the mid 50s back. While it's possible, the possibilities are pretty slim to find rolls like that. They're going to have some toning to them. So that's one of the first things to look for when you're looking at wrapped rolls. But the story behind these rolls is simple. I actually listed them on eBay for almost $500, $475 for the pair of rolls. Not cheap, don't get me wrong, especially when you look at what gray sheet value is, but interestingly enough, these are about as original as it gets. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to open these rolls up and take a look at the coins and see if they were actually worth that $475 that I was asking for them, and see whether or not someone should have actually taken me up on these two. My guess is the coins inside here are probably pretty bright. They're probably pretty clean. They're probably well struck. And I could be wrong, but this source hasn't really disappointed me in the past. And these are definitely untampered with. The ends of the rolls have not been opened. They're a little scrunchy on one end because they were actually in plastic tubes. 5-cent plastic tubes, basically, like this one here. And when you put a roll in a tube, an old tube, for example, like that, it doesn't fit top to bottom. So when you push on it and push the tube, it actually squishes it into the bottom of the tube. So if you ever look at a roll of coins and wonder why one end looks a little bit squishier than the others, sometimes it's because of the way they've been stored over the course of time. Not always, but sometimes. So these are definitely old bank wrapped, and we're going to see what one holds. This is the D roll I have here. You'll notice that the D has a little bit more of a cherry red color to it, and the S roll is a little more pink, and that's very indicative of the two mints between Denver and San Francisco. San Francisco, from the years of about 1944 through about 1953, the planchets that they used tended to have a much more matte finish to them. They also tended to be a little bit thinner, which means the strike was a little weaker on them. And the overall appearance of the coin had a much more pink tone rather than an actual coppery red color to them. And it's that way on both ends. So you can get a chance to kind of see what I'm talking about there. Again, I know my coins, I know my rolls extremely well. I've been doing this for 35 years, and so I know what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and open the 44D, make sure I've got the right one. Yep, that's the D. So let me go ahead and open that. Let me find my tool to open the end of this. Pop the end open. Let's see if these are worth their money that I was asking, because I always like to know if I'm asking a fair amount of money for something. So let me push this out, open these up. Just a second here. There you go. So there's the end coin from what I just did, and this is the 44D roll. I'm going to pick up a couple of these here. Yeah, see, this is the reason why these rolls were worth what I was asking, and I kind of had a feeling that they would be. Holy cow, look at that coin. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the fields on that coin. Look at his shoulder and profile, and take a look at the lack of nicks or dings on that coin. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's flip it over here and see what the back looks like. The back's got a couple of small little specks on it, but look at the strike on that coin. Absolutely gorgeous coin. You can see the one speck there right next to the C in cent. There's one over on the other side above the wheat ear over here, and stuff like that. But very small specks. Still a very decent coin. Probably would easily get a 66, maybe even a 66 plus from a grading service. And just to make everybody clear, I prefer to sell my coins as rolls. I don't like grading services. I loathe them. People that know me and have followed me for a long time know that I am not a grading service type person. And so my rolls, the reason why I keep my rolls in rolls, if you saw what I have around me on my desk at the moment, you'd understand that, but I literally just have hundreds and hundreds of rolls here, and they're all tubed. I'm not a big grading person. I will grade key dates and semi-key dates because I need authenticity to them and stuff like that, but that's about it. Yeah. So back to this roll. Again, beautiful coins, nice color, nice brilliance. This one's got a little nick right up by the motto, in front of his forehead over by the rim, but still not a bad coin by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, and the back is just gorgeous. Wow. So this 44D roll, while gray sheet, which, it tells you the average of what a roll should cost from the standpoint of price, says that, it's about 30 to 40 bucks, 35 bucks, whatever the case might be. The better the quality roll, the more money it's worth. And you can hold out all you want and say, well, I'm going to follow Gray Sheet because Gray Sheet tells me it's only worth 35 bucks. And theoretically, I was asking several hundred for this roll in its original form. And obviously, you can see there's a reason for that. Again, I also I'm not a big firm believer in wrapped rolls of coins because there are so many fakes out there. Most people have a very difficult time telling real from fake. And if you want to know what a fake wrap roll looks like, go back to some of my YouTube videos previously. You'll get a chance to see what I'm talking about. The interesting part about these rolls, more than anything else, is learn what to look for, and you might find rolls like this. So the 44S roll, I'm assuming, is probably going to be pretty much virtually about the same as this over the course of just opening this one. This is just one beautiful coin right after the other. Very few problems, very few spots, not a single fingerprint on them. So they were originally, but there's not even any counter wheel marks, from that standpoint. Just beautiful coins. So this roll will ultimately wind up getting put up on eBay as an opened up roll now. And someone will wind up buying it, and there's some very nice coins in here. There's easily some 67s and probably even a 67 plus or two in this roll from that standpoint. So I don't see any, oh wow. Take a look at the strike on that coin. Back it up here and you guys can get a chance to see how strong of a strike that coin actually is. There you go. Learn. That's the best advice I can give anybody, is learn what this stuff looks like, what fake rolls look like, learn what real rolls look like. Try and spot the ones that you think are fake. If you have questions, please ask. I'm always here. I'd love to answer questions. So I appreciate it. 10-minute long movie or video here is coming to a close. If you want, leave comments in the comment section below. If you have questions, please ask. I do try and answer them. I am not into coins full time, so I do it when I can. And I appreciate everybody watching the video. Thanks. Have a good day.